Hey, lovely. If you're a fellow mama, an entrepreneur, a visionary, or just a woman trying to do it all, this message is for you. Because if you're like me and you're trying to do it all, you're trying to look good while you do it, you're trying to feel good while you do it, it feels like a lot and it gets heavy. And I've been on this journey of alignment and redefining my success, redesigning my life, and I'm taking you along on this journey. So when I learn something, I'm going to tell you so you can learn something too. And today, I'm sharing three powerful things that I wish I knew about success, specifically before becoming a mom. Because I realize now, looking back, that motherhood didn't just shift my priorities and my responsibilities. It literally changed the way I define and experience everything. And I wish I knew this was going to happen sooner. I wish I knew this was going to happen, period. Like, it's almost like I knew about the responsibilities. I knew that there was going to be a big change, but the way in which everything became affected in great ways and in uncomfortable ways, like, it's changed my perspective on so many things. Granted, I love that I'm my daughter's mom. I love my daughter. I also recognize that this is challenging. Oh my gosh. Like, it is really testing a lot of my inner work. I've done a lot of inner work over the years. And when I became a mom, it was like, all right, here's a test of your patience. Here's a test of your ability to not worry. Here's your test of, it was just so many. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. And this ain't gonna end. So that means I just have to become stronger. I have to become stronger in my mindset. I have to become stronger in the way I practice mindfulness. I have to be stronger in the way that I take care of myself physically, internally, everything. And if you're a mom, you already know, like, you get it. And if you're going to become a mom, I don't want to scare you now. Okay. Don't think this is about to be a rant on why motherhood sucks, because motherhood does not. Certain aspects of it, if I'm being honest, it's kind of crappy. But ultimately, it's a beautiful journey. And to have a child that you grew inside, or however you became a mom, it's just such a powerful experience. So personally for me, and I've mentioned this in the video prior to this, how I used to define success, because I saw it as being able to climb the corporate ladder, hit milestones at work, get pay raises, get a change in title, have a calendar that's packed. Like, I was trying to be booked and busy because I attributed success to my doing. I attributed success to the tangible things I could see, checking off my to-do list, getting congratulatory emails, which, sure, they do count as success. But if they're your only measure of success, then there's so many other areas of your life that you are disregarding that are also successful. And that's what happened to me, because I only saw success in a professional sense, that I neglected to see how much success I was achieving in my life in a personal sense. Like, becoming a mother is an achievement. That's a success. It's a blessing, a huge one, to be able to create life and bring life into this world, earth side. And for me to safely be here as well to tell the story, especially as a Black woman. This is a blessing. This is a success. I have found my husband in the middle of a pandemic, which odds were definitely not in my favor, but God knew, made it happen. We dated, got engaged, got married, like, all within the span of 2 years. Success. That would qualify as a dating success. But again, because I only tied my success to professionalism, I neglected to count all those moments. And I wish that I knew sooner that success wasn't derived from the hustle culture, from productivity, from the doing. because I would have put a lot less stress on myself. I would have felt a lot less disappointed at times. Because as I said in the previous video before, if you haven't watched it yet, definitely check that out. I talk about how when my personal life began to excel, my professional life began to diminish in certain areas, especially once I became pregnant and I had my daughter and I focused on being a mom and a great wife to my husband. I wasn't about that hustle culture anymore. And at that same time, I was succeeding personally, but it wasn't registering. Consciously, it wasn't registering for me. So now, as I redefine success as instead of doing, it's being, it's alignment, it's clarity, it's care, it's allowing myself to be home playing on the floor with my daughter without feeling like I'm falling behind. I'm no longer rushing. I'm no longer feeling like I'm failing. I'm not allowing those thoughts to take over my mind. And as I do this, I'm creating even more aligned, meaningful work in my business. And that's why I want to tell you, like, I want to emphasize the fact that you can redefine your success, especially if you feel like you're at a low point. So let me tell you this. Let me get clear on the lessons. Number one is you can redefine your success at any time. Like right now, you can be watching this and saying to yourself, I plan to redefine my success. I am redefining my success. And right now, mine looks like building a business that is sustainable, building a business that feels aligned, that supports my family, our mission, our dreams, and it also supports my nervous system because I ain't trying to be burnt out. I'm not trying to be overwhelmed. I'm not trying to feel like I'm behind. I'm not trying to feel like I'm not successful because I am. I am. I affirm this. I declare this. And just because I'm not subscribing to hustle culture anymore, it doesn't mean I'm not ambitious. It just means I'm aligned. Okay. I'm not going to be overworking myself like I did back in corporate. That don't make sense. We're finding the harmony of it all as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as a wife, as an ambitious woman who wants to care for herself, care for her nervous system, care for her well being, and help others thrive from within as well. So that's number one, redefining success at any point in time. Number two is success can be slow, moving slower so that you can redefine your success and fall back into your alignment or claim your alignment, actually, if you will. Practicing slowness and stillness does not mean you can't be successful. In fact, it'll help you become more successful and in a more sustainable way because you're doing it in a way that is aligned to who you are, not living by default like you have been, designing instead. And number three, success is not the doing, it's the being. It's a feeling. You could be making yourself a bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning as a mom and being able to make that and successfully eat it while it's warm. That's a success. That's a success. To take a shower and nobody's screaming at you, no kids are bothering you, banging on the door. That's a success. That is a success. To get your babies on at the end of the night and be able to have quality time with your husband, that's a success. Success isn't just the doing, it's being, it's how you feel in your body. That's success. And all the other stuff that comes from the productivity and the checklist, it's cool. It's cool, but that comes and goes. But the day to day, who you are, day to day, as you elevate and grow, as you rise by design, that's success. And in fact, if you're in a season of redefining what success means to you, I created something just for that. It's called the From Burnt Out to Bossed Up Workbook. And it will help you unpack old beliefs and get clear on your new definition of success by practicing some mindfulness work, resetting your nervous system, and getting clear on a new identity that serves you and help you design a life and business that actually feels aligned. It feels good again. So you can grab that below. It's linked in the description box and it's so incredibly powerful and life-changing. You're going to be so happy that you grabbed it. And if after watching this, you want to take this a little bit deeper, I have a journal prompt for you. Ask yourself, what does success feel like in this season of your life? Not what should it look like, not what you're next to do. Ask yourself what it would actually feel like for you to be in alignment, for you to feel good about who you are. So get your paper and pad out or your notebook or your iPhone, whatever you like. Pause, take a breath, and let whatever flows flow as you answer that journal prompt. Sometimes even 3 simple words as an answer is enough to shift your energy and ultimately the trajectory of your whole life. So thank you for getting this far. I love that you're still here. If this resonated with you, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe so that you don't miss out on opportunities for us to be together on this journey. I share videos about redefining success, mindset, mindfulness, emotional wellness, all these lessons with all these roles that I have as a mama, a wife, a visionary, an entrepreneur, someone here to change the world because you're not alone in this. And I want to help you feel less alone. Let's build something beautiful and aligned that's on our own terms, not by default, but by design. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Later, lovely.